Whoa, welcome back, everybody, to a brand new live stream, man. Thank you guys for joining the stream, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell in the title and the thumbnail, we're going to talk a little bit today about the Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. And a lot of people has a lot of things to say, including our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. He chimed in on what's going on. Mr. Trump doesn't even know who that guy is. He don't know who's Bad Bunny. But yeah, we're going to check it out and see what's going on with whoever is Bad Bunny. We're going to look into it. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's go. Yep. Thank you guys very much once again for joining the stream, guys. Welcome back to Lannie, man. I appreciate you guys very much. As I said, today we're gonna talk about the Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show, and I don't know why they honestly decided to go with Bad Bunny, because I just feel like there are a lot of people, over 250 million plus people look at the Super Bowl game. Think about that. Over 250 million plus people watch the Super Bowl game. That's a lot of people, dude. So them putting individual who speaks, basically he has no type of music in English. All of Bad Bunny music is in Spanish. I know Spanish, but I'm saying there's a lot of people. I'm pretty sure out of the 250 million plus people that tune in to the Super Bowl Sunday game, I don't think majority of these people are Hispanic people. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Hispanics as well, but I'm gonna put my money on majority of the people that watch the Super Bowl game, the English speaking people. So that's what I was thinking first when I found out and I heard when I heard about the announcement that Bad Bunny is going to be performing. I'm like, he has absolutely no music in English, and I'm pretty sure the majority of people that tune into Super Bowl Sunday is English speaking people. So I thought immediately that would create some type of issues, but at the end of the day, he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rico is actually United States. Basically, the United States control and run Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. It never been a state like the 50 states that makes up the United States. Puerto Rico is not a state, but Puerto Rico is basically part of America. If you're born in Puerto Rico, you don't need no type of paperwork to come to the United States. You're automatically allowed to travel in and out of the United States if you're born in Puerto Rico. Just like the same type of situation with Israel. If you're born in Israel, you're automatically in and out. You could travel into the United States as much as you want. You could live in the United States. You're basically you're not a citizen, but you could become a citizen if you're born in Puerto Rico. You know, you could always visit the United States whenever you choose, whenever you please. You could never get deported back to Puerto Rico because the United States is the same thing. Anyway, enough of that. So when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, he's a superstar though. Bad Bunny, regardless he do speak English. Let me get that clear. He speaks English, but he has no music in English. But he's a superstar. He is known all around the world, man. So he is very, very, very popular. He just haven't done a United States. He hasn't do a tour in the United States in years. You know, so his fan base within the United States, he still have a lot of fans in the United States, but his fan base is basically in South America. In the Spanish-speaking countries, he's huge. He's huge, dude. But yeah, our first video we're gonna check out tonight is from our president. Our president was asked, "Do he know who is this guy?" he was asked specifically, "Do he know anything about this Bad Bunny guy?" And the president, I have no idea who this guy is.
I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy. And then they blame it on some promoter that they hired to pick up entertainment. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And while we're at it, I'd like them to change the kickoff rule, which looks ridiculous, where the ball is kicked and the ball is floating in the air and everyone's standing there watching it. It's ridiculous. It's not any safer than the regular kickoff. I think it just looks so terrible. I think it really demeans football, to be honest with you. It's a great game, but it demeans football. Do you know what I mean by that? The kickoff rule, the new kickoff rule. It's ridiculous. I never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy. And then they blame it on some...
And before we leave the segment of the United States President, Mr. Donald J. Trump, I just want to salute the president, dude, because, listen, hate him or love him, I honestly think Mr. President Trump, Mr. President Donald J. Trump is going to go down in the United States history of presidents to solve the most conflicts all around the world. I don't want to keep staying on the president, but I'm going to do an entire stream in regards to the president because I think Mr. Donald J. Trump is going to go down in the history of the United States presidents as one of the presidents who solved the most conflicts all around the world with the historical agreement that Mr. Trump and his office package that they gave to between Israel and Hamas, for them to agree and comes to terms with the agreement that Mr. Trump and his administration came up with. It's incredible. You have foreign leaders. You have the president of Finland came into the White House and even was congratulating the president. You have so many foreign leaders. If you have even President Putin of Russia is congratulating, sending his regards, his kind words to Mr. President Trump. So when you have so many different leaders all around the world acknowledging what Mr. President Trump actually did to really resolve a conflict, resolve something that's been going on for so many years. So many kids, so many elderly people has lost their lives over this senseless acts of violence on both sides. I'm not just saying it's on both sides, but Israel attack in defense. I'm going to say that clearly. Israel attack in defense all of the time. But still, there is so many lives that has been lost on both sides. Little kids, elderly people. I don't want to keep getting into this topic because this is a Bad Bunny stream tonight. I just want to keep it on Bad Bunny. But to our great president, man, Mr. Donald J. Trump, to our sitting commander-in-chief, sir, I salute you, man. I really, really salute our president. I have the utmost respect for our president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. I think he deserves all the praise in the world. I really do think he deserves all the praise. But my next stream is going to be about our United States president. I think he's just a great man. He's handsome. He's great in every which way, shape, and form. And he's very smart. Don't forget, Mr. President Trump is very, very educated, dude. He's a smart man. Very, very intelligent, dude. But yeah, let's go back to the Bad Bunny situation. Bad Bunny, though, has a history too of cross-dressing. I don't know if that plays a role in the boycott that everybody is trying to come up with, and they're literally trying to boycott Bad Bunny from performing in the Super Bowl halftime show. But I think once the NFL is a private entity, so I don't think once they make a decision and they make the decision, they're final on the decision. I think to sway them to change the decision, it's not going to be that easy. You know, I don't think it's going to be that easy for them because people are boycotting the whole Bad Bunny situation. I don't think they're going to immediately go to the fact and be like, oh, we're not going to, we're not going to deal with this guy. I think the terms and condition that they have set for him to perform, I honestly think that's gonna stay. I think that's honestly gonna stay and is gonna be a part of what's going on. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's gonna come out where he's gonna get canceled. But on the other end, we have the platform Turning Point USA, which Charlie Kirk, the gentleman that unfortunately lost his life by senseless violence, the organization that he actually started, and he has his wife is actually going to be the CEO. She's going to replace her husband to basically take the top chair in the company. She's going to run the company, which the company has a lot of employees, a lot of people work with that company. So they came out and said they came out and basically said Turning Point USA. I'm talking about Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA. They came out. The organization came out and said that they're gonna do their own halftime show. So they actually came out with a poll to see which genre of music the public would like to most listen to, but it has to be in English. I'm serious. They came out with a poll to basically live stream their own halftime show, and I think they will get a lot of support, because if you look at the numbers for when the memorial for Charlie Kirk, dude, a lot of people tuned into the stream that they had for his memorial. A lot of people watched his memorial, dude. So they have a huge fan base, and unfortunately, Charlie Kirk death brought a lot of more attention to Turning Point USA. It's unfortunate, everything in life happens for a reason, and when bad things happen, it's like a lot of people get hurt, a lot of people get emotional. But in this situation, a lot of new eyes was placed on Turning Point USA with the passing of Charlie Kirk. So he has a lot of new people that's tuned into that organization. So I really think they're going to do good. I honestly think that if they do go ahead and do what they say they're going to do, I think they're going to do very good. And this is the poll that they came out with. The genre, they asked basically the public, which genre would they like to see feature in the halftime show? Well, they already basically make the agreement. They already made up their minds that they are going to do a halftime show if the NFL don't change who they have already scheduled. But once again, I think once the NFL come out and make the announcements that who's going to perform, I don't think they're going to change it, because the NFL is its own entity, and the people that's basically the people who has the say so in the NFL is the owners of the team, and I'm pretty sure they have a say so in who perform. But as Mr. President Trump said that when they got in contact with the NFL told them that they hired a new promoter to basically oversee the NFL, to oversee the halftime shows, and the new promoter is the one that booked Bad Bunny. So I don't think they have no intentions of changing Bad Bunny. So I honestly think that the Turning Point USA group, they are going to make a halftime show as well. So this is the poll that they put up. They asked the public, which genre of music would you basically like to listen to on their platform, on their halftime show, because they're thinking a lot of people are honestly, they're thinking a lot of people is not going to watch that halftime show. They don't think that he's going to do that good. I don't think he's going to do good neither, be honest with you. I think it's going to be a chaotic situation, and that's not just because of the English stuff. The English stuff don't really have nothing to do with it, because, as I say once again, Bad Bunny is a huge artist. he's huge all around the world. You know, even people who speak no Spanish, who don't even understand Spanish, listen to this guy's music. You know, so we see what happened though. But I think Turning Point coming out and saying that they're gonna have their own halftime show, just it comes out just to show, you know, like the situation that's gonna take place with the Bad Bunny stuff. So
right now, Republic.
Let's check out another video with people talking about this situation left and right, dude.
Are basically, according to Corey Lewandowski in this interview with Benny Johnson, they're going to send ICE agents to the Super Bowl because Bad Bunny, a Puerto Rican, by the way, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show.
So the NFL leadership has decided to hire a cross-dressing, America-hating, ICE-hating, Puerto Rican dude whose music...
He said cross-dressing Puerto Rican dude, which music I never heard. Bad Bunny dress up like a girl. Now and then he do. This guy's not lying. Bad Bunny dresses with women clothes and he's proud of it. There's a million photos, million videos of him actually cross-dressing in women's clothes, and he's very happy, very comfortable dressing in women's clothes. That doesn't make him a bad person. Don't ever think I'm saying that I'm laughing. I'm just laughing the way this gentleman said it. The way he put the words, cross-dressing Puerto Rican dude, I never heard his music. Like, to me, that's just really funny. But listen, I got to actually drink this. If you guys are curious what this is something I drink every day between 8:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. Between that time, I drink this right here. This is beetroots. I drink it 5 days a week, dude. This is beetroots, carrots, ginger, garlic, cayenne pepper, and 1 whole lemon. I put it in a juicer, put everything in a juicer, peel it, cut it up, put it in a juicer, and this is the outcome. Everything I just named once again, guys: beetroots, carrots, ginger, garlic, cayenne pepper, and 1 whole lemon. So yes, let me get my drink on, guys. I got to drink this before 9 o'clock. If you guys don't know what's beetroots, it's really good, dude. But if you're on medication and stuff like that, don't drink this. Don't do it. If you're somebody who's like on medication for different stuff, don't do it. But if you're suffering with any type of like diabetes and stuff like that, bro, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, this is the natural remedy. Instead of doing any other stuff, like me, I'm very healthy and I'm very huge on working out, as you can see in my intro video. That's why I decided to put an intro video, to let the audience, people who will watch me, know that I'm very big on fitness. I'm very big on living a healthy lifestyle. So that's why I drink this mixture Monday to Friday, you know, and it's really good, dude. If you have no clue what's beetroots, check it out. Beetroots mixed with carrots, with ginger, cayenne pepper. It's really, really good for you, dude. But yeah, let's get back to this gentleman talking about Bad Bunny.
But his name's Bad Bunny, and he says that he dislikes Donald Trump. He endorsed Kamala Harris, and he doesn't sing in English. But nonetheless, he's been hired as the Super Bowl halftime show, in spite of the fact that he refuses to tour in America because he's so scared of ICE. He's so scared of Homeland Security enforcement, knowing that those, his concerts would be a nexus for immigration enforcement.
Benny, there is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally. Not the Super Bowl and nowhere else. We will find you, we will apprehend you, we will put you in a detention facility, and we will deport you.
It's a football game, like the last football game of the season where the champions are decided.
She said everybody just need to calm down. It's a football game, for God's sake. She's right, but listen, once again, it doesn't matter what's your politics views. Respect should be given. You know, like he supports Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris didn't support Mr. Trump. That's fine. Mr. Trump is the president. So that's not the problem. That's fine. It's just the lack of respect. It doesn't matter who you supported, bro. Life should be based on respect. It's not because you didn't support me, you should just not like me. You should not respect me. You know, if you don't like me, it's fine. You don't like me, it's fine. Whatever, you don't have to like me. But I think respect should be given to everybody. You know, you don't supposed to like everybody. That's your decision. That's your choice you choose to make. But especially if you're a public figure, like if you're a public figure, you're always on camera, you're always, you know, where people, you have to be very cautious of what you're saying, because you can't be disrespectful to people because you just don't like them. That's the type of stuff that leads into other things. You know, like it's just not something that anybody should do. Respect should be given to everybody, bro. You know, let's stop with the hateful words because we don't like somebody. If I don't like you, I gotta talk bad about you. Why? Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Why do you have to talk bad about me whenever you get the opportunity? Like, what sense does that make? You could, you don't like me, you don't like me. You don't got to be around me. But why talk bad about me and why try to bring me down every opportunity you get in life? I'm thinking ICE agents are going to be in the Super Bowl. Like, that's just going to be just a chaos. It's going to be chaotic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of legal people go watch Bad Bunny, people with legal status. And you have to remember, once again, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. So the gentleman saying that Bad Bunny don't come to the United States because of ICE, that's a false statement, because Puerto Rican people, which Bad Bunny is 100% Puerto Rican, was born and raised in Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rican people have the access to come in and out of the United States as they please. So even if they have bad criminal records, it's not like they could get deported back to Puerto Rico and never come back to America. I don't think that's possible. I think if you're born in Puerto Rico, you could go in and out. You could come in and out of the United States as much as you please. I don't know. I don't know if there's like an immigration law that says if Puerto Rican people who was born in Puerto Rico commit crimes in America, they could go back to Puerto Rico and never be able to come back to America. I don't know if that's true. I really don't know. But from what I know, if you're born in Puerto Rico, you could frequently visit in and out the United States without having to have any type of documents. All you need is just an ID. And you could travel back and forth from Puerto Rico to the United States. Or I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I don't think Bad Bunny is scared. He hasn't told the United States in a long time, though. He has not told in the US in years, but I don't know if that's because he's fearful of ICE. I don't see why should he be fearful. I don't know why. I don't understand why people make the political views cut off the money income, basically cut off the income. Like, United States is one of the biggest markets for everything, for music, bro. The United States is like the biggest market for everything, the sports, music, everything you could think about. The United States is like the biggest market. So if you're a musician, why wouldn't you not want to come and have a tour in the United States? I don't get it. I don't get the logic. But once again, it could possibly be his preference in politics. He's making money regardless. This Bad Bunny dude is doing real good for himself, and God bless him, and I wish him all the best. Good for him.
The champions are just
Whatever, it's football, who cares? Like, it's just, this is so dumb, and it's like this obsession with instilling fear and destroying any fun or entertainment in the country on behalf of your political message is gross.
And she has a point. That's a valid point. It's just we should all live together, man. We should all be, living in peace. We should all enjoy life. And I don't think the gentleman is saying to get people scared to go watch the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is huge, bro. Regardless of that situation with Bad Bunny, people are still gonna watch the Super Bowl. Regardless if you watch the halftime show or not. I don't care about the Super Bowl Sunday. I really don't care about the halftime show. I don't really care who is performing. I just want the game. At the halftime, I just be wanting them to hurry up, get the game back. You put back the game, for God's sake. I don't be caring who's performing, but it's a big deal. The halftime show is a huge deal. It's been a big deal for years. People love it. So I always think that it's going to be a huge part of the Super Bowl. But honestly, a person like me, dude, just put the game on. Straight like that. Just put on the game. We're going to see another guy who has very harsh words to say about Bad Bunny, man.
Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl.
Absolutely outrageous and should not be happening.
Why?
Bad Bunny is somebody who hasn't done a tour in America because he hates America. And so the Super Bowl is giving a platform to somebody who supports illegal immigration, who supports the hateful, racist, and vile policies of the radical left, and it has no place on the world's biggest stage. I mean, the Super Bowl has over 250 million people that watch it, and so what I hope is that ICE will catch him and take him to the deportation facility and get him the fuck out of this country.
What about the people that say that Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S., though?
Puerto Rico is a territory, it's not a state, and anybody saying that Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S. is a brainwashed retard who probably listens to The View.
How do you feel about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl?
Absolutely outrageous.
You could tell this guy, he's into politics hard. He said people who think Puerto Rico is a part of the United States watches The View. The View, I think The View is a TV show with all the women that just talk. He said whoever thinks Puerto Rico is a part of America. Puerto Rico is a part of America, though. It's a territory of America. So if you're a territory of America, you're a part of America. At the end of the day, America is going to protect you. That's being a territory of the United States. You're going to be protected as America. You're going to be protected under military actions. The United States military will protect you forever if you're a territory of the United States. So regardless, however you want to put it, Puerto Rico is a part of America. In reality, you could put it whatever, you could look at it whatever way you want to look at it. A territory of America is America control. If anything happens in Puerto Rico, America is always there to support. It's something similar to Israel. If anything is going on in Israel, America is there to support. America fund Israel every year. America fund Puerto Rico every year. So God forbid something happen in Puerto Rico, America is there. So I don't know what everybody's saying that ICE to arrest Bad Bunny and put him in the detention. I don't think, ladies and gentlemen, let's all just enjoy life. I truly think he needs to have some more respect for the president. Yes. I think he needs to be more respectful for the president 100%. Regardless who is this who he prefer in politics. You could prefer whoever you prefer. You could have whoever choice you make, that's your choice, absolutely. But I think respect should be given to our president at all times. I don't think it's necessary to be disrespectful to the president because you don't like his policies or whatever you dislike. Especially if you're a public figure like Bad Bunny. People like that in the spotlight should always be cautious of what they're talking about and what they're saying. The words that comes out of their mouth, they should always be cautious because they're being watched at all times. They're constantly under the spotlight. They're constantly being, critiqued for everything that they say. So I think they should honestly be more cautious of what they're saying and how they're saying certain things. You know what I mean? But this is the guy right here. If you guys don't know who Bad Bunny is, let's just watch this guy. and he's actually performing in this video. But I don't want to put the music up. I don't want to turn on the music because I don't know if this gonna be copywritten on YouTube. So that's the reason why I muted the sound. But that's Bad Bunny. This is one of his concerts, and it's all in Spanish. He speaks no English. And every show though sells out. All of this guy's shows is constantly sold out, dude. You know, he's right now in his home country. He's in Puerto Rico. He has something in a hotel. How you call it? Like when people go do shows in hotels and they stay in that hotel for a couple of months or whatever. Residence. There you go. Exactly what I was looking for. He has a residency in one of those hotels, resort hotel in Puerto Rico. So he's in his home country, enjoying life, you know, and hoping Super Bowl is February 3rd. That's like we have November, December, January. Oh, just 4 months, dude. And time is going fast, bro. For God's sake, time is flying by, bro. Time is just literally going and going and going. It's the 10th of October. So before you know it, it's going to be Super Bowl Sunday already, dude, in 4 months. Insane, dude. His concert does good, though. The thing about his concert, dude, he has a lot of dancing. Like, this is another concert he had, dude. Just look at the audience, bro. This is packed. He sells out his shows, dude, and just search Spanish music. It's all Spanish music, dude, but he sells out every concert. His stuff is always sold out, dude. So good for Bad Bunny. He's a huge artist, you know. He's a huge artist. Hopefully, once again, everything goes good with him in the Super Bowl halftime show. Last Super Bowl too was controversy with the Kendrick Lamar stuff, and they wanted to bring Lil Wayne instead of Kendrick. So it's always the Super Bowl. I think that's how they get the spotlight on them. Every Super Bowl, every halftime show is always have to be controversial. I think that's how, I honestly think that they do it purposely to get the controversy and get people to look at the Super Bowl. Because controversy sells. Controversy sells tickets. Controversy sells, you know, halftime commercials, ads. You know, controversy put the spotlight on you. So more controversy you have, more people is going to tune in, and more advertisers you're going to get on your platform. You got to remember, dude, for one like 10-second ad on Super Bowl Sunday is like $2 million. For a 10-second ad, dude, to run, for your company ad to run for 10 to 15 seconds is over $2-3 million, bro. So you know they make a lot of money, dude. They make a boatload of money on Super Bowl Sunday, you know. So Bad Bunny, if the controversy sells, hey, listen, the Super Bowl doesn't mind. Bring him in and get it done. But this right here is actually Mr. Charlie. If you guys don't know who Charlie and his wife is, right here. This is his wife, Charlie Kirk. May God rest his soul. And yeah, she's the one that actually came out and spoken about the halftime show. This is the banner that they put up for the halftime show, basically announcing that they're going to have their own halftime show for Super Bowl. So I honestly think I think their halftime show is going to do good, but they want to figure out like what, and I think what they did with the poll, to put up a poll to see like what genre of music people will favor, I think that's a great idea. You know, so the majority of people who vote country music or who vote whatever, you know, the majority is going to win, and that's who they're going to get. That's the artist genre of music they will have people coming to perform. So I think it's a great idea, and it's something different, because every year too the Super Bowl also be having well, not the Super Bowl, but they have something also, another thing that people could watch on Super Bowl Sunday, which is the puppy bowl, which is little dogs, you know, running back and forth and stuff like that. But they've been doing that for a couple of years. So I think something different, something new. You know, people like new stuff. People like things a little different. You know, people like stuff to be, you know, showing just a little different thing doesn't hurt. You know, so hopefully people select what genre of music they book the artists or book the artists. Depends on how many artists they're gonna book, and hopefully Turning Point USA, their halftime show do good as well. The NFL halftime show is gonna do good regardless. You know, it's just competition. That's all it is, and it's good competition. But it's good for Turning Point USA as a company. It's very good because they could also get sponsors, you know, to pay for all of this stuff. It's a very, very smart business move. Very smart business move because Turning Point USA already have an established audience. They already have the audience to watch whatever they put out. So it's not like they have to go on, make a bunch of ads and create, you know, no, they already have a fan base. And all it is word of mouth. Now this is very huge in the news. You know what I mean? This is huge. If this made TMZ, you know, making TMZs, that means you out there. You know, you make it on TMZ, that means you're definitely out there. So this is huge in news right now. So it's a good PR for Turning Point USA. It's a great PR move. For business, that's a great PR move to come out and say that. And the reason why they came out and said that, because this situation, what I'm about to show you right here, is that Bad Bunny actually had went to a Yankees game. Believe it or not, this dude actually went to a Yankees game and then refused to stand for the national anthem. You know, and that basically created the controversy with what's going on right now. So after that story that came out, that this dude is not trying to basically be respectful of the national anthem, the United States national anthem. I think everybody, bro, don't matter where you go, regardless, I think you should stand up if the national anthem is being sung. Alright, the person that I was showing you, that's Bad Bunny. If you guys didn't notice, that's why I put the arrow on the specific person. When the song was being sung, the national anthem, like everybody stand up and he's the one sitting down. Like he's sitting down in protest. And listen, bro, I don't care who you are. If you come in the United States and you're visiting from another country, or you hear the national anthem being sung in a stadium or wherever you at, dude, I think you should give the respect. And that's for every country. If you visit someone else's country, if you go any place in the world, you know, you go to any country, you go to Russia, you go China, you go to wherever country you go, and they're singing their national anthem, I think you should get up to give respect. Respect matters, bro. Respect matters to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you are in the United States, you're in a Yankees game, and they're singing the national anthem, and you're just sitting there. This guy made a majority of his money from the United States. Yes, he make a lot of money around the world in different countries, but majority of his money from album sales came from the United States. So he made millions from the United States. And because he's Puerto Rican, he has the ability to travel in and out the United States as he please, but he still don't have no respect for the country. I don't think that will work out in his favor at the end of the day, because respect should be given. No matter if you travel outside the United States to go visit friends, family, you just took a vacation to another country, and you're in Russia, and they're playing Mother Russia. They're playing the anthem of Mother Russia, and I don't think as a human being you should just sit there till the anthem is finished. No, I think you should stand up and, like, stand up and just show respect. It's not your home country. It's not your anthem. Yes, Puerto Rico has their own anthem, 100%. I understand that. He's Puerto Rican, born and raised. Puerto Rico has their own anthem, but my man, you are in America. You're in Yankee Stadium. You made millions of dollars in America from your album sales, but you don't have the respect to get up and just show some form of respect. He sat down the entire process of the national anthem. I just think that was just corny. That's all. I think it's corny and disrespectful. That's him right here. And the scumbag next to him too didn't get up neither. I guess that's one of his boys. This guy's just straight garbage. Now you're going to go make millions of dollars performing a halftime show for the Super Bowl. That's millions of dollars they make. This is not for free. To get the gig to perform in the Super Bowl, that's millions of dollars he's going to put in his pocket. United States company, United States football, making millions of dollars, but yet you don't have the respect to get up for the national anthem. And his scumbag friend that's right next to him, look at this scumbag next to him right here. Whoever this jerk off is right here, this dude. Whoever this guy is, just sitting there as well, and Bad Bunny's right in the white t-shirt. Like, dude, respect should be given. I don't care who you are, man. Especially if you come into a country and you're making millions of dollars, bro. You're making millions upon millions of dollars in a country, and yet you have no type of respect for the country. I don't think that should be something everybody take for a joke. That should not be a joke. Respect matters. You're coming into someone else's country, you don't like the country, but yet you come in to make millions of dollars, and you should, hells no. It doesn't work like that, dude. It shouldn't work like that. People like him should, I understand why people want to boycott him because of stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's the reason why, after this video was made public, that's the reason why Turning Point USA came out right after this video was made public. This is the Yankees game. So after this video came online, Turning Point USA, they seen that video. And they just came up with a bing bang. This is a great opportunity that we could actually launch our own halftime show. And our halftime show should be profitable as well. Because their halftime show is going to generate money as well. It's business. So whoever thought of that idea in Turning Point USA, I think it's a brilliant business move. Brilliant. You just competition to the NFL, but at the end of the day, it's competition that's going to be profitable for Turning Point USA. Because after behavior, with this type of behavior, yes, people are still going to watch. There's a lot of Hispanic people that love this guy. There's a lot of Hispanic people within the United States that's going to watch him. They're going to tune in because they're going to tune in. If they're not at the show, they're going to tune in on the TV to watch him. So the NFL is still going to get a high number. A high number of people watching the halftime show via on TV or in person. They're still going to do good numbers. But if they have competition like USA Turning Point USA, I think Turning Point USA are going to do very good as well. You have to remember, dude, there is over 250 plus million people that watch the Super Bowl Sunday game. Think about that number. 250 million, 250 plus million people tune in to watch that football game. So regardless if Turning Point USA get 100 million people to tune into their halftime show, that's a success. It's a success, dude. It's a success all around the board. So regardless if they get, dude, 50 million people to watch this stream, it's still considered to be a success. And they're going to get that. They're going to get it. They're going to get that view. The viewers, they need to be successful for that, for their halftime show. I'm talking about Turning Point USA. The viewers that they actually need to get, to get all the sponsors, to make the sponsors happy of the stream, they're going to get it, dude. So a little competition never hurts. There's a lot of money involved. The NFL, bro, it's a lot of money, man. To all the companies that want to listen, go for it. Competition doesn't hurt nobody, man. This competition is good. Competition just makes people want to be better. That's how I look at competition. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. Whatever the other person is doing, similar to what you're doing, forget about what they're doing. Focus on what you're doing, man. Competition to me is it's a way to make yourself better. It's a way to improve. So don't ever take competition and make it, bring you down and make competition makes you feel like, oh man, why me? Why is this people targeting me? No, dude. Competition is very good. Being in competition, it's a great thing. It doesn't hurt nobody, dude. Competition doesn't hurt. It makes you actually want to better your life. It makes you think about things better. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, listen, man. Thank you guys very much for joining the stream. It's Friday. So a lot of people is probably working, busy doing whatever they're doing today. Whoever watched the stream, man, thank you guys very much. If one person watched, I appreciate you guys watching. Whoever watched, thank you very, very much for your time. And I truly hope Bad Bunny perform, but this guy needs to have a little more respect for the United States and for the country that put millions of dollars in his pocket. He comes to the United States, make a whole boatload of money. The least you could do, bro, have some respect. You know what I mean? Have some respect for the president. Have some respect for the United States in general. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't live in the United States. Yeah, we get that. You just come to visit, make your money, and leave. We get that. We understand that. But when you're here, man, show a little bit of respect. If you're going to go watch a game, if you're going to go out, show some respect, dude. It doesn't hurt to be respectful, man. It doesn't hurt to be kind. It doesn't hurt. Things like that is just regular, bro. It doesn't supposed to be hurtful to do what's right. You know what I mean? Like, it isn't supposed to be something that you feel like disappointed by doing what's right. You should do what's right at all times. You should be, respect should be something that every single day you get up looking forward to having. Everybody should be getting up to look forward to being respectful, dude. Like, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. Money is paper, bro. Money, it shouldn't be, you should base your life on respect. Like, it doesn't matter. A lot of people like Bad Bunny, because I'm pretty sure he's that cocky and that type of attitude and stuff because of money. He's a multi-millionaire, and good for him. He earned his money. It wasn't given to him. He earned his money. He worked from the bottom. He been making music from a very young age, and he blew up. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's a lot of guys, a lot of women in music, a lot of people in the music industry right now just looking for the big break. And Bad Bunny got his big break a couple of years ago, and, he made him a multi-millionaire. He made him very, 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 very successful financially. So good for him. I'm not making this video knocking Bad Bunny. I wish him and hope him all the best, man. All I'm saying is best to always be respectful. Be respectful and be humble, dude. Being humble is very, very important. You know what I mean? Like, don't go through life because of some money and all of a sudden you feel you're above everybody. You're above the law. You're above the rules. Like, trust me, that's when things comes back to bite you in the butt, dude. Whenever you lose that humble mentality and that humble ways, that, you know, that the humbleness that you had when you had nothing, all of a sudden you have everything and you lost that humble side of you. You need to always remain humble. No matter what God help you gain in this life, keep yourself humble, man, because the same way you got it fast, just always remember, the same way God could take it away from you immediately. You know what I mean? So remaining humble and being disciplined and being respectful, showing gratitude to you know, just show gratitude. Like, bro, especially if I'm in business and I'm in a country that every time I go visit that country, I'm making millions of dollars. I don't live in the country, but every time I go to the country, I'm making millions of dollars. I will have the utmost respect for each and every government, workers, and I will have the most respect for the people in the country, because it's common sense. Like, you're making money you don't live there, but every time you go, you're making good money, millions of dollars, you know, and be grateful, show some respect. Like, I don't get it, man, but hey, that's him. God bless him. I hope and wish him all the best. Safe travels to Bad Bunny. To a great United States President, to a sitting Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, once again, sir. Salute to you and your family. May God bless you and your family, sir. May God watch over you and your families on this beautiful, wonderful day and forever. On your travels within the United States and on travels outside the United States. That's to our President, Mr. Donald J. Trump. God bless you and your family, sir. To all and every of God kids within the United States, may God bless us all. To all and every of God kids all around the world, ladies and gentlemen, may God bless you guys all. Please, ladies and gentlemen, treat people the way you want to be treated. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Always make God and his family a part of decision making. Always make God and his family a part of decision making every single day, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated at all times. It really matters. I'm telling you, man. Always do what's right, no matter how hard it might seem. Do what's right, and always show gratitude. And always remember, respect should be a part of your daily routine. Always be respectful and always be grateful in life for everything that you currently have. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching once again.